Today's soap is going to be inspired by the pilot episode of Columbo called Ransom for a Dead Man. Again, I am not going to tell you what part of the episode inspired me until we cut the soap, just to maybe keep it interesting for you to guess while we're making the soap. The fragrance oil I'm using today is blood orange, and the only color I'm using today is Orange You Lovely. This, again, is one of my favorite episodes. There will be coffee and sugar in the ingredients of this soap, and I hope you enjoy the making of. And all these noises are Jackie Brown in the background. Let's go make this soap. Here's our coffee lye water. Blood orange fragrance oil. And I'm going to pour in the portion that I'm going to use for orange. Pretty good amount. Make it nice and orange. How about a towel? That's a little bit better. Actually, I want it to tip even farther than this, if it will. I want it to come up almost to the edge. There. I'm going to let it sit there for just a little while. And then we're going to pour in the white. Okay. I mean, it's only been like 5 minutes, but I'm going to see if I can start because the white is setting up too, which is not good. So I'm going to get some of that in there. I don't know how well this is going to turn out after this because this wasn't supposed to set up quite so easy, this uncolored portion. But it's okay. I'm pretty laid back about this soap business after all these years. It is what it is. Still going to do my favorite swirl, which is just a swirl. I think I got all I can out of there. So this should be interesting. I'm very curious about it. See you for the cut. I am doing a voiceover again because actually I made this soap the same day as Prescription Murder. And I still just wanted to be left alone and didn't feel like talking. So this has been 1 day since we made the soap. It came out of the mold quite well. And let's change our angle so you can see better. All right. Our first cut of our Ransom for a Dead Man soap. It was inspired by Leslie's outfit. Do you remember when they were about to go for a fly in the helicopter to drop the ransom money, she had to change her outfit, which happened to match her bag, which also happened to match the helicopter. Not only is she matching the helicopter, but she's also matching the airplane. Yeah, just white and orange. The orange could have been a little more red orange. This is kind of a bright orange I used. But, you know, maybe the next time I make this batch, I'll make it a little bit more of an orangey red. Probably would have worked better. Ransom for a Dead Man, I think, is an exceptional episode. Lee Grant does a very good job. There's a lot of funny moments. It's just an enjoyable episode. I think the whole episode was a quality piece of television. But I like that. I like how the soap turned out. This was basically what I wanted. Just a kind of a curvy piece of orange and the uncolored part of the soap. I don't know, not a whole lot to say, really, huh? Did you like Ransom for a Dead Man? Have you seen that episode? If you've never watched Columbo, give Ransom for a Dead Man a try. It's a good episode. One of my favorites, for sure. Then, of course, after cutting the soap, I trim the long edges so that it's not so sharp when you first use it. And I stamp the sides with my Nezumi soap stamp. I think it's the cutest little rat logo I've ever seen. And on all of my Columbo soaps, I will stamp the front with the Columbo name. This font is actually from the Columbo comeback episodes, I guess you could say. The 90s episodes Columbo title font. Simple yet effective, getting my point across. I know I asked this in a few soap videos back. Do you have any printer recommendations? I have a little list of recommended printers, and I want to hear some more because I plan to buy my printer next week. I just want to make sure I get one that is quality because I have to maintain quality. So, if you have a printer that you particularly like or trust and can rely on, if you need to print something, it's always ready. Could you recommend it to me? And I have no problems if the best printer you know of is black and white. Makes no difference to me. As long as it's reliable and good. I'm mostly going to be needing to print labels and receipts. The next soap is also going to be Columbo themed. And I think most of my soaps unless I just need a break, most of my soaps from now until my soap shop opens is all going to be Columbo themed. Hope you don't mind.